Investigation into a Huntsville apartment fire that destroyed more than 24 homes.
Many families lost their belongings in Tuesday's raging fire. WAAY 31's Xavier Wary joins us live with an update on the investigation. Xavier.
Marie and Dan, I've been making calls all day to kind of figure out where we are here in this process. Last night, I spent all day out here and I spoke to some residents, and they say that these buildings don't have sprinklers or fire alarms, and they were pretty concerned about that, especially after yesterday's fire. So earlier today, I called Huntsville City Fire Marshal to find out if that were true, and if so, what does that mean for the residents and the complex? Now, it was confirmed to me that there were no sprinklers and fire alarms. An employee at this complex tells me that the units were built in 1987, and because of the age of the building, sprinklers and fire alarms were not part of the state's fire code at that time. Dan Wilkerson, Huntsville City Fire Marshal, tells me that new codes are not retroactive. So unless a building is renovated or completely rebuilt, Reserve at Research Park can operate under the initial fire code when they built the apartments. This case is still under investigation. I tried to speak with the lead investigator of this case earlier today, but he was unavailable when I tried to give them a call. Marie and Dan.
All right, thanks very much, Xavier. Sounds unbelievable that they wouldn't be retroactive like that. But anyway, you just talked to the Red Cross, Xavier, as well. Tell us about their efforts to help these fire victims.
Yeah, well, you know, Dan, they tell me that 16 units were impacted by that fire, and they've been in contact with each and every one of those family members. They tell me that some of those families are either in hotels that have been provided by, thanks to some funds by the Red Cross more so, or we have some family members that are staying with other friends or family members here in the area. But I'm also told that the apartment complex, they are heavily involved in making sure that their lives return back to normal as soon as possible.
All right, Xavier, thank you for that update.